And Kane Doobie out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, rounding out the field. Green flag is out. We're underway. And as they roll down, it's a turn number 1. It is Hayes setting the pace off at turn number 2. They're already 3 wide down the backstretch.
It's a kerfuffle in a 3 and 4 as it stands now. Johnson's your Triple Crown champion. He is even Steven with Hayes. Got a little high up the racetrack. Look at Westgate trying to shimmy his way down to the inside. LeFort cut some grass in the infield, but amidst all that, Richie Johnson leads in a 3 and 4.
Down into the corner they come, but the caution is going to fly for Mikey LeFort III as he came off the front straightaway and slid down into the infield grass and brings out the first caution of the evening. Now he gets that car refired. If you're wondering, Richie Johnson assumes the top of the field looking for his first win of the season. Hayes on the outside, Mattera and Westgate in row number 2, Leduc and Murray, 5th and 6th. KJ looks the field over to ready to have at it off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle, and we're back underway. Down the front stretch they go, and into turn number 1. Johnson again assumes the top position, down off of turn number 2.
And he's got Hayes right in his rearview mirror. He's about a car length back. Right behind him, Westgate and Mattera are double wide into 3 and 4. Westgate trying to push the outside groove. Doesn't have the momentum as to settle back behind Hayes and now goes inside out, settles in for 3rd. Johnson leads by 4 car lengths.
Westgate taking a look to the inside of Hayes down the backstretch, but settles in behind as they go side by side. And a pair of ladies running for that 4th spot. The 4 of Sam Mattera, the 38 of Crystal Murray racing side by side. Here comes a 0-2 of Leduc trying to make it 3 wide, settles it back behind as they hit turn number 1 and down the backstretch. Westgate up into the number 2 spot now.
Hayes settles in for 3rd. Lady Luck needs to get on his side as we close out the 2024 regular season. Could tonight be the night? We'll find out, but Mattera the 4 in 4th. Behind her, it's Murray and Leduc. Side by side, trouble for Bowser as she enters turn number 2, and we'll bring out our second caution of the evening.
The 07 having mechanical issues down into turn number 1 and brings that car to a halt just underneath the scoreboard.
And his first win in a number of years. Hayes and Mattera side by side behind them. Bowser gets that machine up and running again. KJ gives him the emerald, and we are back underway with a nice even restart. Johnson and Westgate drag race into turn number 2.
Westgate hanging tight on the outside, gets a good run off that second corner and edges out into the lead down into turn number 3. Johnson trying to fight back, but Westgate's able to shut the door, and we've got our 3rd leader of the event. Dave Westgate sets the pace down into turn number 1. Mattera up to 3rd now. Johnson 2nd. Here comes Murray winding up that outside lane into 4th.
Murray takes over that 4th position. Hayes now falling back to Leduc, who rounds out the top 5. But it is the Dave Westgate show up front. He has 2 car lengths between him and Richie Johnson. 6 back at Sam Mattera, having a good run so far. But Dave Westgate leads off of 4. We are at lap number 7.
Crystal Murray closes right in on the back bumper of Sam Mattera. Takes a look down to the inside. Sam shuts the door down into 1. And while she goes down low, here comes Leduc up to the outside. Justin trying to put the red and black 0-2 through its paces. From the top to the bottom, takes a look underneath now. Crystal Murray off of 4.
Across the start-finish line they go, and Dave Westgate is your leader. And a couple warnings being given out from the starter's stand as Leduc and Murray still race side by side. Deeper in the field with Budsney and LeFort side by side. That's the battle for that 11th position. And Leduc able to hug the bottom groove. Murray slid up the racetrack. Here comes Sam Mattera side by side with Leduc.
Leduc gets a good run on the inside, picks off 2 for 1, gets by Murray, gets by Mattera, now sets 2 cars in front of him as the caution flag comes out. Mikey LeFort goes around off of turn number 2. Budsnia's comes just to a halt, and we are slowed up for the 3rd time with 9 laps up on the board. Looking for the green off at turn number 4. KJ looks him over, and up on the throttle we come. Back underway. Westgate with the jump and leading it down into turn number 1. And here comes Leduc taking a look to the inside of Richie Murray off of turn number 2. That's the battle for 2nd. Down into turn 3 is Westgate. So far has had this one in control.
And he'll keep it in control as we hit lap number 10. We are 33% of this race has been completed with Westgate taking a look to the rear view, and he finds Johnson and Leduc Stacked up double wide behind him. Leduc controlling the bottom groove. Johnson goes up high, settles it back behind in for third, with Crystal Murray and Mattera rounding out the top 5.
Top 3 nose to tail off the second corner. Murray about 2 car lengths behind that battle there into 3 and 4. Mattera rounds out the top 5. Up to 7th, here comes Matty Pion, putting some pressure on Henry Lavallee, looking for 6th. As they roll down into turn number 1, that's the battle people are watching right now down the back straightaway.
They are wheel to wheel for that 6th position. It's Pion and Lavallee. Pion the points leader. Lavallee could use a win or at least a podium finish to put himself in the top 6. Your Triple Crown leader as it stands is Justin Leduc. He has 5 car lengths between him and Richie Johnson. That's the battle for the Triple Crown Championship. But up front at lap 14, Dave Westgate looking for win number 1.
Here comes Crystal Murray closing in on Richie Johnson about a car length back and gets a good run down the back straightaway. Right up on the tail, and here comes Pion down to the inside of Mattera looking for a top 5. We've hit the halfway, 15 down, 15 to go. Down into the corner they go, as Westgate and Leduc have put a little bit of breathing room in that battle for the lead between them and that battle for third.
Off of turn number 4, Westgate and Leduc have a little bit of a 2-car breakaway between them, Johnson and Murray, and then the rest of the field. Leduc going inside, trying to find any bit of wiggle room behind Westgate. Can't find it. Behind him, it's Johnson and Murray, window net to window net off of turn number 4.
Off the corner, Murray gets the run up into the number 3 spot now. Start setting her sights on the top 2 as they come down the backstretch. Leduc trying to get a run to the inside of Westgate, but Westgate is right there to block. They hit turns 3 and 4. Johnson continues to run the outside as Leduc takes a peek down low one more time.
Murray and Johnson and Pion all hit turn number 2 right behind Westgate and Leduc. They hit the final 2 corners. 19 laps on the board, 11 more to go, and Dave Westgate has a mirror full of Justin Leduc behind him, who can't find any bit of breathing room behind that one machine.
Down the backstretch, and Leduc continues to hound your leader. Takes a peek down to the inside, gets a good run in the corner, but Westgate glued to the bottom lane. They come off of turn number 4, and now Westgate puts about a car length between he and Justin. They roll down the back straightaway, and we are 20 down, 10 to go as they hit turn 3.
Leduc trying to find the outside groove. Doesn't have the momentum, cuts it back inside, but gets a little loose off of turn number 4. Murray comfortably in third, has Johnson behind her, with Matt Pion rounding out the top 5. Leduc still chasing Westgate. Nothing doing for that 0-2 machine, the one running a great race. We are at lap 22.
Westgate continues to keep that car glued to the bottom lane, not giving Leduc any chances to run underneath. Down the backstretch, and while they play nose to tail through turns 3 and 4, Crystal Murray and Richie Johnson have closed in the gap to about 3 car lengths. Make it 2 as they hit turn number 1.
Top 5 are single file into 3 and 4 as Doobie and Sullivan will go -1 and -2 to the leaders. Westgate fighting off Leduc's haymakers as much as he can. Murray comfortably in third now, and Johnson and Pion round out the top 5. 5 laps to go next time by. As it stands, Justin Leduc is your Triple Crown champion, and Dave Westgate has his first win of the season.
Down into turn 1 and 2 they go, and nose to tail battle off the second corner. Westgate continuing to glue that bottom lane to those tires into turns 3 and 4. Leduc not able to get the run. Takes a look now to the outside, down into turn 1, settles it back with 4 to go.
3.5 to go as they hit Seekonk behind the backstretch, and Leduc still trying to find some breathing room between himself and the one, and he can't find it. Westgate goes up, then goes down, and Leduc can't find a way to make it an even race. Twin sticks are up, 2 to go next time by.
2 more circuits to go, and if Leduc has anything left in the tank, he's got to push it now, but it seems like Westgate has started to put on the afterburners down into turn number 1. 2 car lengths separate him and Leduc as he rolls down the backstretch into turn number 3. White flag high in the air. David Westgate rolls off the corner. He's 1 lap away.
Westgate 1 lap away for his first win in quite some time, but Leduc trying to give it everything he has. He will be the Triple Crown champion as it stands right now. Into 3 and off of 4. Dave Westgate will pick up his first win of the season, and Justin Leduc is your 2024 Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown champion.
Westgate does a great job holding on at the front of the field as he picks up the win. Leduc in for second. That is good enough to give him the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown championship. Crystal Murray finishing third. Richie Johnson fourth. And Matt.
September 18th, 2020, he won an Everett Auto Parts Sport 4 race. After a little bit of a hiatus, Dave back running part-time in this one, and the smile says it all. How about a round of applause for Dave Westgate? David, congratulations. I'll let you get unzipped and I'll let you breathe a little bit. Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. That's great.
Dave, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane.
Thank you. It feels like it's been forever. You know, I took a couple years off, and we decided at the end of last year to pick up a car, and we were going to come out this year, and we were just going to shoot for wins. We weren't going for points or nothing. We struggled with the car a lot at the beginning of the year, but I think we're finally getting onto something here.
4 years is quite a long time, and you've come close between you and Arthur, but this race took the lead. Justin was giving you everything, but it seemed you were just one step ahead of him.
Yeah, I saw him back there. I was trying to guard the bottom. I'm sure he was you know, holding back a little bit. He didn't want to force anything because I know he was going for the Triple Crown. But I just put it out front, and I just stayed into it, and I wasn't looking back.
I know there's a lot of people that you'd like to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank Arthur Miak. He helps me out with the car all the time. I want to thank my wife, Amanda, my kids, Chrissy, Robin, Kaylee, MJ, Aubrey, Riley, everybody that comes out and supports me, and just everybody that helps with the car. I want to dedicate this race to my dad. That's the reason I stopped racing when he passed 2 years ago. So this is the first time that I've won and he hasn't been here. And I also want to thank this to Arthur's dad, who passed a year ago too. So we're doing this for our fathers, and that's why we're out here, and I'm glad we got it done.
They're smiling down here tonight, David. Congratulations. Welcome back. Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown champion. A career year for the Somerset native. Yeah, we were just like we were talking about with David. You were giving him everything you had, but the professor just maybe one step ahead of the student.
Yeah, for sure, dude. He did a great job. He definitely deserves it, and it was great racing by the both of us, for sure. A ton of fun.
There's a lot of people that go into this car week after week that have gotten you to a Triple Crown championship.
Yes, I want to thank K&R, GM Parts and Sales, RDM Plumbing and Heating, RZ Landscaping, Marzilli's Machine Tool, Flagman Graphics, my crew, Brianna, Gary, Brett, my father, Nate for coming, and the rest of the family for coming, and all the fans for coming out to see.
Now, the woman to your right has won 2 in a row, so this has to be a pretty big momentum boost to try to dethrone the queen of her crown, right?
Yeah, for sure. This is like, I couldn't even believe it. I had no intention of doing this year, and here I am. It feels really great, yeah.
Justin, congratulations once again. And Crystal Murray, you know, you keep finding yourself on the podium, but you're doing what you need to do. For the last 3 weeks, you've kept this car in one piece. We know we've talked about the struggles of getting caught in other people's wrecks and the hours that you're spending but in the garage, but really solid race all around.
Yeah, take every race as it is. This one, the setup, we just didn't get it quite right, but it got us good enough to third, so I can't complain. It was a good enough car.
Now, going into the playoffs, you're on that bubble. You're on the good side of the bubble. How does this help you manage next week as we head to September?
Every race you try to win, whether you get close or not, is up to luck sometimes. But yeah, I got a lot of people to thank, all my crew and everybody who comes and watches every week, and some new members as well. Hi, guys. And all of my sponsors, but my dad, not sponsor, but my crew, my dad, my brother, my boyfriend, my grandpa, everybody comes to sports, all the sponsors, Jim Hawkins, Checkered Auto Parts, Banam, Helger South Coast Power Equipment, Supreme Marketing, Susan Media, all you guys, thank you guys so much.
Crystal going for 3 championships in a row.